Welcome back to the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. They say that necessity is the mother of all invention. I've got up here the biggest log yet that I've had as far as for these 20-foot 4-inch ones. It is a butt cut. I just brought it down off the hill there. But when I roll it up onto my loading dock, I have an issue with getting it, because I've got my corner post here holding up my tarp. I can't get a straight run into my loading mill, and I realize that's that's an issue I probably should have remedied before I started these big ones. I just didn't get around to it. So my issue was the smaller ones I could just kind of get in underneath of this end with a peavey and pry the log that way. But this one was just simply too heavy. I couldn't budge it. So I was getting ready to call my friend with his tractor when I came up with the with the idea, why not take a cable and see if I could find a stump, because this was an old wood lot. I took my cable underneath of my board pile there, came around and hooked on to this old juniper stump. Not a big one, but just hooked onto this stump here. Then I grabbed my come along. The last thing I want to do is hurt my back. Fed it right through. This is almost a straight line, straight through onto the log. And I put a band around it about halfway, ran my come along right over and hooked onto that cable, and I just winched it away and it just eased right back to where I needed it. So moving forward, I'm not going to tug and pull on those anymore. I'll just use a come along. So that's the first issue of necessity. The other one was I broke my throttle cable this morning. You can see here, I don't know if it's zeroed in. Normally there's a pin that goes right in here and the cable hooks to it. But the pin itself that goes through actually broke off. And so because of that, what I had to do, I ordered another one. They're warrantying it, which is great. But I took the cable, pulled it this way a bit, and wrapped it around the little projection out here where the pin goes, taped it all in, and that's how I'm running for the next few days. Going to be running my sawmill, the throttle. So two issues I had to overcome. So I'm just going to get ready here now and perhaps run a couple cuts on this before I go home. As you can see, it's a beast. But it's a short video, but I just wanted to show you, if you stop and think and use that head that God placed on your shoulders, a lot of times you could figure out some of these issues without having to hurt yourself or whatnot. Especially since I hurt my back last year about this time, the last thing I want to do is do that again. And so just use mechanical advantage, come along, pulled that up there really very easily, and got that cable fixed, and so I can keep going. And so just a short video, just hey, FYI, if you ever break, well, two things. If you ever break your cable, just wrap the cable around where the pin goes and tape it down until you get a new one, and that should work. And then on the other thing, come along is a great piece of equipment. So until next time, as always, you have a great day.